Hello children. So today we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is crop improvement. We have discussed various agricultural practices before this. Now this is the last topic of this chapter. What does it mean? Crop improvement means first of all improving the quality of crops, then improving the yield of crops, then improving the pest resistance, improving disease resistance. Right? Means crop improvement means improving crops and inculcating all these qualities in our crops so that farmers can get maximum benefit. Now, you have noticed that if we follow all the agricultural practices scientifically, properly, systematically, they definitely help in increasing the yield to the farmers. But still, with rapid this increasing population, as you know, the China and India are most populous countries, leading countries. In order to meet the demand of each and every citizen, each and every individual, it is not possible to get the desired yield in spite of having all the agricultural practices. So, we should think now little bit differently here. One thing, you might have heard about the term, that is green revolution. Green revolution, it was a kind of revolution that occurred in 1960s, 1966 I think, near about. And here what happened? In this time, two great persons, one was M.S. Swaminathan and one was Norman Borlaug. They contributed a lot. Means they contributed a lot in that time when people were dying of hunger. He is called, M.S. Swaminathan is called father of Indian Green Revolution and Norman Borlaug is called father of World Green Revolution. Norman Borlaug, he developed a semi-dwarf variety of wheat, Mexican variety. Later on that was introduced into India also, and the demand of people, it could be fulfilled. So these two men, they contributed a lot. Right? Means green revolution means revolution in the production of the increased production of wheat, right, by introducing semi-dwarf variety, Mexican variety of wheat. Means that variety, it had its own qualities. It was semi-dwarf in size, grain size was large, yield was more. So that's why green revolution, it contributed a lot. Now, some other qualities were also in that Mexican variety, like I had discussed with you, pest resistance, disease resistance and all. But nowadays, one little bit introduction part is given here. Nowadays we can develop such types of crops by biological methods also. So one biological method is given here to you, that is called hybridization. Right? What is hybridization? Hybridization means mixing qualities or traits of two different good variety plants. Right? And then two different plants, and then getting from them one plant that is having the both the characters of both the parents, right? That is called the hybridization. So I will discuss this here by by explaining with the help of a simple diagrammatical representation for better understanding. Now, for example, we have one plant here, right, and one plant here. This plant is having one character, desired character, which we want, means the plant is giving the maximum crop yield, maximum grains, but plant is disease susceptible, means easily attacked, easily get infected, easily catch the disease, right? This is the A plant. This is the B plant. B plant is having the disease resistance, right? Plant is having the disease resistance but give the less yield, right? It gives the more yield, right, but less disease resistance. So we want both. We want more yield and we want the disease resistance also in one plant, right? So here we will raise new plant that is having the both the traits. Both traits means maximum yield or having and disease resistance also. So what we will do here, first of all, how we will hybridize these two plants. For example, this is the male flower, this is the female plant. Then one term is given here. What we will do? We will do the cross pollination here. You know, the pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from one plant to another plant. That is called the pollination, which is responsible for the reproduction, sexual reproduction in plants. So for successful cross pollination, we have to stop the self pollination. Self pollination is what? When pollen grains from one plant, they are transferred from one flower to another of the same plant. In this way, we will get the only one characters, only the one type of plant having that particular characters, right? So what we will do, for example, this is the female flower and this is the male flower. Here what we will do, we will remove here the anthers. This is the bisexual flower, male and female parts are here. So for example, this is the female part and here this is the male part of the flower. Female part of the flower, you know, this is the stigma, style, and here will be the ovary, and this is the anther. So what we have to do to avoid the self-pollination, we have to remove these anthers so that pollen grains cannot be dusted over here. So we will remove these anthers from this plant, right? So removal of anthers, so the removal of anthers from a flower is called what? That is called emasculation, right? One term is given here, that is called emasculation. Very important and new term for you. Removal of anthers from flower is called emasculation, and purpose you know very well why we are doing it, right? To avoid the self-pollination. Now come here. Here, when we remove these anthers, only stigma will be here. Now we will take the anthers of this plant, which is having the disease resistance, and transfer these to this plant, right? In this way, fertilization will occur here. Seeds will produce in this plant, and when we sow the seeds, they will give the new progeny, new plants. This is called the hybrid. This is all the hybridization process, and so you should know what is hybridization and what is that emasculation and why we do the hybridization. So hybridization is what? Simple terms you can define. Hybridization means simply when new variety of any crop is raised by mixing the two different varieties of desirable characters, right, which we want. That is called the hybridization. And one term was emasculation. What is emasculation? Means the removal of anthers from the plant to avoid. Why emasculation is done? Why? To avoid the self pollination. First of all, these terms should be clear to you. What is self pollination? What is cross pollination? And all. So this is all about the hybridization, and this is the one of the biological method nowadays employed. So many you have seen hybrid seeds are available in the market. How they are produced, I discussed with you in brief here, right? So this is about the hybridization, and this was the last topic of this chapter. Okay then, thank you.